All right, today we're going to have a look at some real estate stats for East Gwillimbury. Like my other videos, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the most current month that we have in the Toronto Real Estate Board stats. We're going to compare that with what happened a year ago in April 2020, and then we're going to give you a little bit of contrast and look what happened in March 2020. So if we look at East Gwillimbury for the month of April 2020, 22 total home sales, and that is across all home types. So that is condos, semis, towns, links, detached, everything. Now I know that number might look a little low in comparison to what we're seeing now, but keep in mind we were in the beginning of the COVID market. So from that March 15th to the beginning of April, we saw many homes, many sellers pull their listings from the market till they could kind of figure out what was going to happen with the real estate market. And so with that, it really depleted the inventory. So there wasn't a lot to choose from, and it was pretty quiet all around. So again, 22 total home sales. That is an accurate number from a year ago. Now I've broken March and April out a little bit different. I'm taking a look at what came out in new listings, how many sales there were, and also what the active listings are, which carry into the following month. So new listings was 236 across all home types in March. The number of sales was 130. So again, big contrast from a year ago. And the active listings are essentially what didn't sell, and that's what carries over into the next month, right? So 115 active listings. So when we look at April 21, we're 137 new listings, 118 sales, and 87 homes carried into the next month. So the reduction in the listings here is actually something fairly consistent that I've seen in a couple of market videos that I've done recently. So that's something that I'm not shocked to see here as well. Average sale price across all home types a year ago was $876,000, rose to in March 2020 to $1,180,000. Currently trending average sale price in East Gwillimbury at $1,253,000. Sales to new listings ratio, also referred to as the absorption rate, tells us that out of the homes coming on the market, what is the percentage that are actually selling. So a year ago, 51% of the homes coming on the market were actually selling. Back in March this year, we were at 55% of the homes coming on the market selling. So just to give you a bit of sort of dimension in that, if you're talking about what's a buyer's market, what's a seller's market, typically when we're under 50%, it would be a buyer's market. When we're between 50 and 60, it's what we would call a balanced market. So there's enough supply to meet the demand out there. Currently trending at 86.1, which is definitely one of the more aggressive markets I've seen in York region right now. Means that 86% of the homes coming on the market each month are selling. And again, the reason we're seeing that is because there was such a reduction in inventory numbers. So that certainly is going to feed into that as well, which is also going to, that lack of supply is also going to feed into the average sale price. Months of inventory remaining a year ago, 5.3. Again, not shocked to see that because as we talked about, that was the beginning of that COVID market. So the market really halted at that point. In March this year, 0.7, currently trending at 0.7. So inventory levels on the way down. Again, not shocked to see that because of the lack of inventory that was out there. And, you know, in terms of the monthly sales, it was pretty close, right off by what, about 12. So yeah, anyways, and so yeah, not shocked to see that number. Sale price to list price ratio, homes selling at just about 5% under asking in a year ago. 10% over asking, so 110% in March 2020, currently trending at 104.5. Days on market to get a home sold a year ago was 25, was 7 through March, and 17 in April. So what does this market mean for buyers and sellers right now? For sellers, still a very aggressive market. I think, you know, if you're in East Gwillimbury, you can certainly take advantage of these April numbers if you're considering making a change or getting your home listed in May, you know, because there is a bit of a drought in the inventory levels right now. But, you know, I suspect probably we are seeing a bit of a limited time offer. There is more inventory coming out consistently. We're seeing it in the other adjacent markets. But if you've been following my videos for a few months, you'll see that East Gwillimbury is remaining fairly active, even more so than some of the surrounding markets. For buyers right now, again, there is more inventory this month notwithstanding, but there's more inventory carrying into the next month. So there's more inventory building, there's more inventory around. We are seeing some homes that where multiple offers aren't successful, and we're seeing a cancellation and relist where the home is put out at a more intentional price. We're seeing offers come in with conditions on financing and home inspections. So the market really at this point, folks, is shifting day by day, week by week. So best thing I can say, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to shoot me a DM. If you're looking to make a change in 2021, feel free to reach out to me, and I'd be happy to send you a copy of my Perfectly Plumb method, the seller's guide to getting your home sold. And I do also have some really handy buyers and sellers checklists. So again, feel free to reach out. Take care.